It's box logo time, boys. Yes, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is your boy Thomas, and today we're talking about fall/winter 2023 box logo hoodies, every single color coming out, the release date, expected retail price, resale predictions, and how you can copy yourself a box logo hoodie without a bot. Let's get into it. Guys, if you're a fan of Supreme, are hyped for box logo hoodies, or just love listening to me talk for some reason, please consider subscribing and leaving a like on the video. It helps out the channel. Here, right before your very eyes, are all of the colors of the Supreme box logo hooded sweatshirt coming out on December 7th. That is 2 weeks from now. Not the last drop of November. That will be November 30th, but the first drop of December. These wonderful hoodies are slated to release. Now, box logo hoodies are probably the most hype Supreme drop that comes out every single year. It has the most amount of lore around them. It's the classic Supreme logo. Really, anytime I see a piece from the regular season that includes a box logo in some aspect, I'm always going to give that piece a little bit more credence, a little more respect for being a dope piece.
You know why? It was out of respect.
But it all, of course, stems from the box logo t-shirt and the hoodie. Those, I think, are the two quintessential Supreme items, and really kind of what got me interested in Supreme, because for the longest time, I was like, why are these hoodies so coveted? Why are people going after these? And then why do they sell for so much more than the retail was for clothing? Because if we take a time machine back to 2013, I was really into sneakers. I was in high school, and my favorite sneaker was the Air Jordan 5 Raging Bull. Okay, that's where I was at. I was looking to cop the latest LeBron 9 or the latest Kobe 7. Anyway, I saw Supreme and was like, okay, this box logo hoodie, that's pretty cool. I didn't really know what Supreme drops even were, like the weekly release schedule. And now here I am today, making a YouTube channel all about Supreme. It's kind of funny to reflect on my own journey with the brand, and now I can share with people all across the world today. And I'm very grateful for that. So thank you guys for giving me support over these few years. But looking at the hoodies, obviously there's a lot to talk about. And first and foremost, let's take some close-up looks at each individual colorway. We're gonna head over to supremecommunity.com. Probably my favorite website besides Supreme drops is obviously Twitter mockups. When it comes to an actual live Supreme website that has all the information, I really mess with Supreme Community, and it's been a great addition to my YouTube drop list videos. Let's just get right into the meat and potatoes of it. The first and most hyped item, the one that pretty much everyone is going to be going after. This is the Camo Box Logo Hoodie.
I'm gonna come.
If you guys aren't familiar, Supreme Drops did a great compilation on his Twitter, but basically this is a commemorative box logo that celebrated the brand's 1-year anniversary in 1995. Okay, screw pulling up pictures later. We're pulling up pictures now. Here are the two box logos side by side. A really great rasterization by Supreme Drops. I really appreciate him for making these assets that are just so helpful for everyone in the community. But as you can see on the top, it's the first anniversary 1995 Supreme Camo Box Logo that was released as a t-shirt, and I believe is a hoodie as well. I think they also made crew necks, but Supreme pieces from way back in the 90s are pretty elusive and still kind of mysterious. So getting an actual full-blown commemorative logo in 2023 is pretty dope, and I think it looks absolutely phenomenal. But just looking at the old ones, here are the old sticker sets, box logo hoodies, sweatshirts. Obviously, they look kind of beat up and worn, but man, it'd be so sick to pick one of these up in the future. I don't know, I would never pay like $1,000 for a box logo, but it's a really cool piece of Supreme history nevertheless, and I love that it says New York right there on the back. Just neat little hints like that of the brand are just so nice. And here was the teaser image from, I believe, the Supreme Fall Winter 2023 preview, or from the lookbook. But going back to this one, This is going to be tough, guys. I'm going to be honest. I really want to go for this live on stream. I think that'd be so hype, but if you are worried about bots, if you are worried about your size selling out or getting cart jacked or all kinds of craziness happening with the Shopify, I still am like really saddened about Shopify. I know we had Supreme bots for many years before Shopify, but still, I think this hoodie is going to be incredibly difficult to get. And I'd estimate resale to be starting out at like as high as $500. I don't know. It'll be tough, but I recommend if you really want to go for this. I've heard a lot of people have success from Apple Pay on mobile. A lot of my subscribers have told me to do that. I might even try it myself. I know I'm kind of a desktop junkie. I love going on the computer. I'm addicted to a mouse and keyboard and autofill, but we might have to switch it up because this one will be tough, and I really hope Supreme does some sort of CAPTCHA or advanced bot detection, like sliding, doing a little puzzle, anything to combat the bots, because I really want the most amount of people to cop this manually as possible. Next up, clean and classic, the murdered out criminal spec, black on black Box Logo hoodie. This one is pretty timeless as well. I think you really can't go wrong. We also have the 2023 hit at the top, and Supreme Box Logo hoodies are pretty much always $168. About what we should expect. I don't think they would raise it to $178. If they do, whatever, it's inflation. You can blame Joe Biden for all you want. Black on black, super, super clean. Definitely a nice choice for a Bogo. Next up, we have the light blue. Kind of a true blue, I guess. This is a really solid one as well. I do wish the Supreme was red. I don't really mind the tonal look on this one because you can still read and see the differentiation between the embroidery and the rest of the piece. But overall, blue on blue has never really been my cup of tea. But for a lot of people, this could be one of their favorite ones, and it could actually be one of the first colors to sell out besides the camo. It really just depends on what the fan base as a whole are feeling. Purple. Now we're talking. This is my secondary Bogo of choice. If I decide to skip on the camo for some reason, I'm going to be going after this one. It's going to be, I just already know it now. It's going to be a game time decision for me. I'm going to be making that choice live on stream. So be sure to tune in. I do live streams 30 minutes before the Supreme drop and usually 30 minutes after. So for an hour, I'm talking about Supreme before and after the drop. We also talk about Palace, sellout times, resale predictions, and we just talk about what we copped that week. So be sure to join into that and hit the notification bell to get all the live updates from my channel. But I do really, really love this purple and might even go for it when these drop on the 7th. All right, the tan one. This is the cool guy. This one is like the low-key piece, all right? You're like, yeah, I'm into Supreme, but I don't need to be flashy about it. I really don't mind this one at all. Probably wouldn't be one of the ones I would go for. I just find that this kind of a color as a sweatshirt isn't really the best. I don't know. It's just not really what I'm feeling when it comes to 2023 box logos. This is not the first one that I'm going for. But if we're on the site and it sells out in camo and purple and this one's still in stock, I wouldn't be opposed to putting it in the cart. Now, one that I probably wouldn't put in the cart is this one. And the only reason why, I do love this super nice Easter green, light fluorescent green. It's a nice color, but you really can't read the Supreme white text because of the tonal box logo. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, and in person, it's much more readable. But with the white background, it's really just throwing me off a little bit. It looks a little bit too light and probably wouldn't be the one that I would go for. But if people really like this color, I could definitely see a reason why you would cop it. And I think this would be one of the ones that would be more safe to go for. If you're worried about other colors selling out and you just want a box logo, maybe the light green one is the one for you. Red on red. Oh, baby. Playboy Cardi's favorite colorway. Whole lot of red on this guy. Yeah, I mean, the red Supreme box logo, it's a classic one, or the red sweatshirt with the box logo. Red has been doing really well this season. We've seen a lot of pieces sell out in the red colorway first. So I think this piece could actually have some decent hype around it. It will certainly be easier to get than the camo one, because the camo one has all that heritage It's that one piece that has a little bit of differentiation between the other ones, all the other ones being tonals. But the red does look really good, and I think would be a worthwhile piece copying for sure. Let me know, what color are you guys feeling so far from all these Box Logo hoodies? And last but not least, it's the white one. And I think this is a customizer's dream. If you want an easy Box Logo to cop, and I say easy in quotes because these will all be difficult to cop, right? It's the most hyped drop of the year. It's the drop that sees the most amount of people outside of the weekly Supreme fandom getting into the brand and getting back into it or whatever, going after it. Resellers will certainly be out and about this week or the next week when these come out on the 7th. But if you want an easy Box Logo, again, maybe try for this one. I think if you did some dyeing and made the upper, like the actual sweatshirt, black or something, or did like an acid dye or coffee stain dye, that would be sick. That would be dope. I've always wanted to dye some clothes with coffee. You could do that with like a big bowl of water and just add a bunch of coffee. I think that would look sick on this because the Box Logo actually itself, the embroidery won't change, but the color of the material of the fleece will actually get dyed. But as it sits alone on a white on white, I'm not really feeling it. But if you want the most sleeper of sleeper Box Logos, then maybe this is the one for you. And that's pretty much all there is to talk about, guys. The Supreme Box Logo hoodies for fall winter 23 again will release on December the 7th, and it comes out in all these different colorways. Which one is your favorite? Again, I'm really feeling the camo for obvious reasons. Second place, I'd probably place the purple, and in third, I might go with the tried and true black. But the blue, on second thought, the blue is growing on me a little bit, and I don't have a ton of blue sweatshirts in my arsenal. But that's gonna do it for the video today, guys. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed, comment down below, and stay tuned for all future Supreme 2023 and Spring Summer 2024 in time news on the channel. It's been your boy Thomas, and I'm out. Peace and buck grease. See ya.